نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يقل له كفوا أحد صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Dear Islamic brothers, dear countrymen, dear friends, senior sisters, may God Almighty bless in our hearts the love of hereafter, and may God bless us with the opportunities and abilities to perform actions for the hereafter in this world. Dear friends, I had revealed before you a verse of Quran in which God Almighty puts forward the reality of this world in front of God's people by saying, "I'lamu annama al-hayat ad-dunya," meaning be informed that the life of this world is nothing but game, sports and luxury, and you have nothing but just the self-proclaimed of worldly possessions. God relates this with the example, just like God with the rain showers grows the green, and that green goes fruitful. But when the time of harvesting comes, the crops actually turn into yellow, and then the farmer harvests these crops, which though were green, but turned out to be pale and useless. And after harvesting, the farmer chops and grinds it again in the thresher. In the hereafter, there is a strong punishment. There also is God's mercy and grace, and the living of this world is nothing but a wealth of deception. The wealth of this world only contains betrayal, and the reality is the hereafter. God in the Quran with examples and references is informing for the same. There will be a time in the world that there will be too much glitter, lights and sparks, but then there will also be a time of the end. Time for every person. This end of the times is not too far. For each person, the doomsday is the very same day when the person dies. Remember, when you go to sleep, assume that the death is sitting by you, and anytime your breath can stop. And when you wake up, your death starts moving ahead of you. Wherever you go, you move with style and have lots of hopes and desires in heart. But who knows that you are the next victim of any terrorism attack? On the day of judgment, people will regret for the opportunities and times they lost, which they spent in ignorance and could have spent in the remembrance of God. People will even say that the time they spent in playing sports, they wish they had spent the remembrance and zikr of God. You have no clue how much you will regret for the time you have lost and are losing in this world. The time of this world is such precious that one cannot realize in this world. Let me share with you an example of this. Prophet Moses radiallahu ta'ala anhu was going to meet God in the mountain Thor. On his way, he met a person who was living a decent and healthy and wealthy life. He requested Prophet that, "Would you please take my message to God?" Prophet replied, "Yes, I can. What's your message?" The person replied, "Please ask God that I want to be accounted for the friends of God." He agreed to it and moved forth to his way. When Prophet Moses reached the mountain and message of the person was to God, God replied, "Moses, you may give my message to that person, that I, God, have made him my friend from now." When Prophet Moses informed the person on his way back, that the person went so super excited to hear that God is now friends with him. He was a rich man, and richness of that time was assessed from the animals and possesses. So after a few days, he found that one of his goats died. And a further few days later, rest of the goats died. Then a few more days later, his all cows and buffaloes started dying. He went to Prophet and said, "Dear Prophet, from the time I have made friendship with God, God is right after me. I thought I'll be rich, but almost all my animals have died. Please ask God to quit friendship." Prophet went to God, informed about the question of the person. To that God replied, "It is I, God, who commits to a friendship once, then never takes it back. So may he count himself or not from my friends. He is friends to me." After some time, all his animals died, and one day his children and his lastly wives. Ultimately, the person went sick and went so much sick and weakened that he couldn't move from his bed, even a little. The villagers used to pity on that person and used to feed with whatever they can. After some time in this condition, on the day of an elephant came from the jungle, came to the city and saw this person. The elephant rolled the person in his trunk and smashed him on the tree. Right there the person expired. Prophet Moses used to pass from that way and used to meet him, ask for his condition and help him, so that after the day Prophet passed and found that person in this bed is missing. He asked the people, where is that sick person? And they informed Prophet of the tragedy that the elephant killed him. Prophet asked for place of his grave so that he can go there and pray for him, as he was a friend of God. When he went to his grave, he saw that he is actually in heavens, sitting on swing made of silk, which is on lush green landscape, and uncountable hur are swinging him trying to cheer him up, but he is weeping. Prophet requested permission of God to speak to this person directly, and God granted permission. He asked that the person, "Oh friend of God, are you insane? Why are you weeping after getting the eternal success? You are in heavens." The person replied, "Prophet, I am asking them that I don't need of this. I just want to go back in the state of illness and go through the same process and experience over, because the peace and contentness, the serenity that was there in the state and experience unparalleled. But they are telling me that God's law, that a person once deceased can't go back." So dear friends, just imagine the worth and value of this time in this world. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.